Good afternoon, my cellmates. I'm just having another little experiment, just on a smaller canvas. Just going to have a little experiment with some leftover paints that I've got, and I'm going to go back and use, I have used it in a pour before, but my little egg ring, it's a silicone egg ring that I want to try. So I'm just going to do a little experiment with it again and see how we go. I've got two things that I won't put them in both in the same video, but the next thing I'm going to do is on a bigger canvas is a pour with my it's actually a sink strainer. It is a silicone sink strainer. So I've got a few little gadgets to play with in the next couple of days, which I'm hopefully gonna do pours for you. But today I'm going to do this, just a little one, to see if it, I mean I have done them before, but I'm just gonna do this on this smaller canvas and see how we go. So it's what day are we on? Tuesday here in Australia, and my friend Jilly is doing quite well with her, after her accident of falling over and gashing her face and breaking her wrist. She has seen the surgeon and she's going to be flying home on Saturday with her cast on that's been split to allow for swelling, and she's going to have the surgery she requires, not here in Australia. She's going to go back to England and have the surgery she requires is some plates and pins in her badly broken wrist. So not very good, but I know lots of people have been asking and updates on Julie, so just thought I'd let you know. So basically I'm just doing the white, just flooding the canvas with the white to start with. Julie might come out in a second. She was laying and sunning herself by the pool, which I don't blame her. She obviously wants to go home from Australia with a suntan. She's going home with a little bit more decoration, in that she's got a black eye and cast on, but she'd obviously like to go home with a bit of a tan. So just pouring this, making sure the whole canvas is covered now, and I'm pouring an extra puddle there. Try and get myself in a right old mess here. I'm going to put my silicone egg ring, plonk it there. So I'm just grabbing a cloth. Sorry I didn't do that. So we've had a lovely day out today, Julie and I, with a friend at it's called the Noosa Marina on the Sunshine Coast up Noosa. We've been out on the marina to Pier 11 restaurant, and it's looking over the water and it's absolutely glorious. Best food, best views, absolutely enjoyed it tremendously. Just a little recommendation if anybody's visiting Australia, and especially Noosa. It's a nice restaurant. Okay, so done that, and I'm just gonna basically do puddle pours in the center. So these are colours that I already had made up, which was a navy. Do make lots of custom colours myself, that's another video. This one was called palm green. So again, it's paint I've used this week in other pours. So I'm just going through all my little bits of leftover paints before they get too yucky to use again. So this one is the Brilliant Red, Marte's Brilliant Red. I think I've got a bit of a mixture here because mostly Mont, but I know that that particular palm green is global, but this is Marte's. Yeah. Bright yellow, go back to the navy. and come back to, this is a magenta. Just go back to the white. So it's just basically doing a puddle pour. Like I said, have used this egg ring before, but I'm just experimenting in a different way again with it. So I do really want that paint to start seeping out through the bottom of the egg ring. So to pour a little bit more paint, so it kind of causes a bit of a blanket for it, so the paint seeps under the white is what I'm actually hoping for. So obviously I made a nice big cup of white up, add a bit more of the palm green. So yeah, just a silicone egg ring that I got from just one of the homeware stores. Okay, a bit more navy in there. So I think I've probably got more than enough paint, really. Look, I just want to thank so many people that have been subscribing to my channel, but also more so the views that I've been getting. I'm absolutely blown away for just this little paint person enjoying her art journey. So happy that I've had such beautiful comments, encouraging, and you know, lots of people say that it's helping them on their art journey, so I am ecstatic. Okay, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Press the little notification button so you get notified when a video comes out and you won't miss a thing. With all my experiments I do, I try to keep it, you know, I'm trying to keep it interesting, trying new things all the time and experiments with different paint. So I just want to thank you. So what I'm going to do is just try and burp this a bit, very slowly. Just burp the paint out of it. I really could have done with this little ring pull on this side too, because I'd like to lift it up both ways. So maybe I'll just lift it. Really think that maybe I should have put like covered the white over the top. This might be the go, just something a bit different. Okay, should I use my hairdryer or my little blower? Might try, I have this little compressor. I got this from eBay. It's called a Voil Mart. It's on eBay. It was $29 Australian. And it's just a mini compressor, and you can alter the pressure on it. You can actually put paint in it, but I just use it as a blower because blowing with my straw makes me lightheaded. So I'm just going to plug this in. I didn't intend on doing this, which is the thing with my pours, as you know. I go off on a different tangent, decide to do other things. So let the pressure build up for a second in that little airy compressor. But they're a good little tool to have. It was cheap and it seems pretty solid, and I've enjoyed using it for different things in my art journey. But I've never, normally I would this kind of like I'd use a hairdryer over that, but being a smaller canvas, maybe it might work better with my little blower. Just trying to, okay, let's give this a go. It might need my hairdryer, it might need something a bit more forceful. Oh, sugar. Okay, I'm going to cover myself in paint doing this. Oh, okay, turn it down. How do I turn this down? Oh my goodness, my son set this up and he said that's fine to go, Mom. So, ooh, some interesting things happening. really want to leave a bit of negative space. So how do I sort of want to get the colour to come through the centre? I'd really like to leave some negative space. Ooh, wow. I know this is not going to happen because there's too much actual paint on here for me to leave too much negative space. That is so colourful and so abstracty looking. Look at the cells are coming up. I don't really want to add the heat torch to this to get it, because then it would just burst with cells. But because I've put so much paint on, I really need to give it a little bit of tilt, so to spread the love. So I'm not going to end up with my negative space, but this was a little canvas, so I obviously can explore more on a bigger canvas, but do the same thing with the egg pour and the air compressor. So this has got a bit too much paint on for this little canvas, but got carried away, didn't I? So it's a bit sort of it's really nice and colourful, but I would have liked some negative space. So on a bigger canvas I'll definitely leave room for some negative space and not load so much colour into my little egg ring. That's quite a really nice effect. Now, if you were happy with that, you would leave it right there, absolutely. But for the sake that I'm doing the experiment so you can learn by my mistakes, I am going to just hit it a bit with the torch. But I mean, that does look very nice on its own. So I might just take a photograph of it while it's like that, so I can compare the two of the before the torch and after the torch. But that's really nice. Kind of looks like the centre of the earth, but more colourful. Okay, so I'll just take a photograph over the pour just with an iPhone. So as you can see, you can get some quite good photographs of your pour if you would like prints. What I have to do is turn my big lights off so I don't get that glare coming back, but I've got the video running, so I won't do that. It's all right. Now I'm going to hit it with the torch and see what we bring up. Oh, put it in. Hey. Turn that one. Okay. All right, I don't want to go overboard because I can see it's just going like 20 million tiny little cells through there. Yeah, it's really colourful, really starburst, definitely a starburst, isn't it? Yeah, so that was my smaller project or test experiment with the silicone egg ring. So I will now do that on a bigger canvas and leave some negative space, and I will again blow it with my Marte. It's a little air compressor, $29 Australian on eBay. That's all I can tell you. So if you just put it in the search on eBay, they should come up. So yeah, it comes with everything. So that's your little that's the little blower. You press that and it blows just like a straw, so you won't go lightheaded. So I'll give you a close-up of that, and if it might be something you want to give a go. Oh, it's so nice, really is. Hey, very colourful starburst, silicone egg ring, and the air compressor blower. Just 1 second, I'll try and give you a real nice close-up of those cells. Gorgeous cells. So if you liked it before the cells, then you'd leave it at that point and not torch it. but that's what the torch will do for you, is help bring up the cells, obviously along with the pouring medium you use, and a drop of silicone in each cup. There'll be a recipe underneath this video on the bottom, and the drop down box of my pouring medium, where I get my paints from as online supplier. It's Australia online supplier, and they've got mostly all the things that I use on there, so please jump onto their site too. There's a link underneath. Yeah, so that's quite interesting. So we'll move on to the bigger canvas soon. Thanks for joining me.